I want to start off by telling you that a lot of events within the past couple days has come into light that has made me want to increase the frequency of these video outputs. I guess the next best thing to do would be to address what to expect after having invested in Bitcoin. The data processing for my quantum financial system done via Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, wink wink, is beginning to signal massive amounts of digital inflation. And what I believe that means for the stock market is more headlines like this. Yep, you guessed it. As the price of cryptocurrencies increase, I now expect the banks at BlackRock to begin using those newly minted digital funds to propel the stock market higher, just as the Reddit users did with GameStop. If you did not know, BlackRock is the largest bank in the United States. That is until I create Quantum Financial, with a whopping $8.676 trillion of assets under management. This is when I make the claim that BlackRock is the Fed's broker, giving them access to the financial markets in times for governmental interventions. This will slowly bring about a cashless economy, but give society the impression of quantum inflation. Because isn't that what the Fed has been predicting all along? Surely they had to know that someone was going to specialize in fintech and develop a real-life application via blockchain technology. These newly generated funds that will be used to propel the financial system are known as CBDCs, or central bank digital currencies, because after having proven my theory to be valid via a quantum financial system, the money, just like any liquidity injection into a bank, has always been given to them courtesy of the Fed. It's why BlackRock came out and made the investment known publicly, just as Jay Powell made known publicly via a 60 Minutes interview that they were printing money digitally. Since then, I've just been theorizing the fastest way to get that digitally minted money into the physical economy, and if you go look at my TikTok, my theory is pretty valid given that the money generated in crypto literally comes from nowhere until you convince the banks that it's actually the Fed. The Federal Reserve has been studying crypto for some time now, and if you look at the Fed as being the banker's bank, then understanding the future of money and where it is going should be their prerogative. I am certain they have been looking into crypto as an alternative to the old London Interbank Offered Rate, LIBOR, and interest rate average, because it was moving too slow for America's physical economy. We are entering the future of finance, and I think society is about to start realizing massive changes within their physical economy as a repercussion. Now is the time where, if you remember, I said a lot of your friends will be left off in the dust. This whole new financial system will cause that effect in their reality, all from quantum inflation. Society will begin viewing their financial system through whatever currency they're holding, the USD, crypto, or stocks, fluctuate so much in value, maybe down sharply followed by a drastic increase in price, that they will have no idea what it is actually worth. Again, going back to the GameStop reference, when it was $450 a share, but there will be those that can sustain a price increase of such magnitude, like Apple. These stocks will remain inflated. It's the whole hashtag hold the line, quote unquote, rigged market part of the theory. With BlackRock holding crypto, they will see the massive potential it holds from a monetary perspective. Now, one could ask, well, how do you know they're going to help inflate the stock market, as the Fed is doing, and not simply just ever hold Bitcoin only? Simple. When the Fed senses they're not contributing their fair share, they will slow down the money printer, thus hindering their returns and making life harder for them in the physical economy. It's why I believe growth was hindered within the stock market significantly at the start of 2021. It was the Fed signaling that banks weren't holding up to their end of the bargain, thus slowing down the minting of physical cash while speeding up the minting of digital currency. Until now, it doesn't take a genius to see there is a correlation between what I am telling you and what this data is representing, because it strictly comes from my own quantum financial system. This will create ever-flowing money even if society were to stop working or go into another lockdown, because the Fed, BlackRock, or any retail investor could just become brokers for the Federal Reserve's CBDC and move money / profits / digitally minted funds from crypto into the stock market as an investment within which they could also use to spend in the physical economy. Sure, everyone could do this, and maybe when something like Neuralink comes online, people will do this subconsciously, but right now, a majority of society isn't aware that this is even a possibility because they haven't given much thought to it or even considered its, crypto's, potential. That is, until now, thanks to BlackRock. The Fed has told society that they're not slowing down their asset purchasing, which tells me that they're not slowing down the frequency output of their digital currency. Even if they decided to, with investors so acutely tuned in to Bitcoin, they will begin to notice more quickly when there is instability within their financial system. Stocks only go up at a controlled rate, the old LIBOR system we mentioned earlier. If America gets off that system, which it looks like they are, and goes to a crypto-based system, theoretically it can become whatever society wants it to become. This is truly amazing to witness, and I'm glad I've begun documenting it. I personally cannot wait to see how this drastically changes our future. This financial system can work anywhere, even on Mars, at Elon Musk. I'm just providing visually, digitally, to you, only a fraction of the data I have gathered, the rest being stored in my mind and on my iPhone. With the minimal data you've seen, if you can think of a rebuttal as to how or why this wouldn't work, let me know in the comment section below, and I will do my best to reply in accordance with what I've developed in my theory thus far. I hope you've learned something during this episode of Life with Kyle, and as our understanding of a quantum financial system grows, let's all work at building a better tomorrow starting today.